So we're still waiting for... And they both have almost matching sleeves. This should be
I was just
fun.
going to mention that. It's like, I hope it doesn't get to a point where things start getting stolen if it's the same card. Although I don't think that's really an issue with either of these decks.
So, all right, here... So Victoria's pulled up quite a bit. Land. Oh, it's a lot of land.
Let's see if it's a keep. It looks like a keep for Randall.
Yeah.
And mull to 5 for Victoria. That hurts.
Well, I mean, Tron can recover. And again, his deck is... She doesn't know what she's playing, most likely. I mean, she might by now. It's, round 4. But... I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, her deck can come back from that. That's part of the good part of Tron. I mean, she's running, she's actually not running. I thought Once Upon a Time was running in this deck, but usually.
Maybe not this
version. She is not running Once Upon a Time. That's interesting. She's going for the Ancient Stirrings. So she's playing old school Tron. This is going to be fun. I think I like the explosive power of Ancient Stirrings on a Tron deck. I really do. If you're going to play one or the other, I like that. She's got an Ulamog, it looks like.
Ulamog and a Blast Zone.
Yeah.
And those are going on the bottom. She has one Urza land in her hand, so she's 1/3 of the way to Voltron. Randall's going to lead with a Spire Bluff. Not a Spire Bluff, but where is that Spire Bluff?
No,
that's Spire Bluff Canal. Yeah, okay. He's going to do Sleight of Hand. See what he likes. He's going to put that one into his hand. I like that one, thank you. Put that other one on the bottom and pass the turn on that. So Victoria's going to draw. We are going to see her first land, I'm sure. She will lead off with a Forest into Ancient Stirrings. So she's going to go digging. I see an Ugin. I see an Urza's Tower, so that's what she's going to take.
Yeah.
Eugene goes to the bottom.
Okay, so he's looking pretty good himself over there. I mean, Randall's got...
Yeah, Spire Bluff Canal number 2.
Which, I mean, the trouble with this Storm deck can be sometimes mana, as I understand it. So the fact is he's looking pretty good on mana. I mean, if he can stay alive long enough, he should be,
Well, he's got a Goblin Electromancer in his hand, which makes things a lot easier because you can start casting a lot of spells a lot more quickly. Looks like he's going to go with the Goblin. So he knows by now that he's playing Tron.
Yep.
So we'll see how quickly he's able to try to go off here. There's the aforementioned Urza's Tower that she grabbed with the Ancient Stirrings. We're going to follow that up with a Relic of Progenitus.
This might not be as long as we thought.
So that's going to really hurt Randall's plan here because he likes to be able to recur certain spells out of his graveyard. I don't think that's necessarily critical to what he's doing, but that's definitely a big-time hurt.
Yeah,
He's going to want to get rid of that.
I mean, being able to having to take cards out of the graveyard, that's going to shut off Flashback. That's going to shut off a whole bunch of...
Here comes the dice.
Oh, here they go.
We have Metamorphosis. He's going to try to go off right now. So we're floating a blue and a red, looks like. Drawing a card. And he nets a mana because of the Electromancer, reducing the cost of the Metamorphose. I see he's got a couple more rituals in his hand.
Another mana.
Another Metamorphose.
All right. All day. Do it all day if you can, man.
So the storm count is starting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how far it goes. This might be a baby storm, or maybe he's trying to just end it right now.
Well, I think he's a little... I think the Relic of Progenitus, I mean, that would be enough to scare me. Losing Flashback, losing things like that. I mean, you have to account for that sooner than later. With Storm, you don't just want to, you want to be able to cast it from graveyards and all sorts of crazy fun stuff.
And that was all he's doing. Okay, so that was a baby Storm, just to maybe filter a couple of cards.
Right.
So he's going to go in for 2 with the Electromancer. Bring Victoria down to 18. Play another Spire Bluff Canal.
And another Goblin Electromancer.
Okay, so spells are getting real cheap. And
she's exiling one of the Manos, obviously.
Yeah. The Relic is going to start eating. So I know she has an Urza's Mine. There's
Yep.
one right there.
So that's 2/3.
So there's the mine. I see a Karn in her hand. She's going to go with a Prismatic Star? Or a chromatic, is that a Chromatic Star or a Prismatic Star? A Chromatic Star, okay.
Yeah. So it's going to let her add mana, and lets her draw a card when it's killed, so...
Yeah, so she has something she can cash in for later.
She'll do it at the end step, probably, to try to get another card out and do a card draw, probably, I would think, after she exiles something. Because it costs 1, and he sacks it to get the mana.
Yeah, so it's filtering, but that's not really an issue with this deck.
No. No, it's Randall's turn, right?
Yeah, so Randall's it's his turn. He's thinking about what he wants to do. He has a Gifts Ungiven in his hand.
Ooh.
So we can see what he would want to search for here. He's doing some math in his head, looks like. Because that Gifts Ungiven only costs 2 mana at this point. And like I said, I believe he has a couple more rituals in his hand, so he can add a lot of mana here.
Oh, he's putting something aside.
That's the gifts. He put the gifts down because he's thinking about what he wants to do, so he's going to try to sequence this turn here.
Storm is one of the most complex decks to play. I mean, you have to play... Magic's everything you play in the right order, but... it's the difference between a win and a loss sometimes with this. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so he's going with Gifts Ungiven to start. So he's going to search his deck for something spicy. His first selection, 2. He's got 2 cards that he's picked. There's number 3. Or is he just going with... he's just going to the second half of his deck, so he's digging for 4. So
Yeah, he has to have 4. I mean, it's one of the best. I mean, you love it. We've had this discussion before. You love it when you give the opponent the choice of, what do I get to keep?
Yeah, because you have more information than they do. So there's a
Oh, and he has a Manamorphose in hand.
Oh, he changed his mind on one of the cards.
Oh, is that one of the cards?
That's the pile he's looking. There was a Manamorphose, there was a Grape Shot. I'm not sure what the other card was, and I'm not sure what he put back.
Trying to get Storm out, maybe?
I think he might be trying to go off here. Of course, I said that last turn, and I was wrong, so, ignore me. So I see Manamorphose. I see Grape Shot.
Is it 2 Grape Shots?
They have to be different names.
Oh, that's right.
So Storm counts on 1. He's just making sure those are the 4 cards he wants. I think that's one of those Past in Flames.
Right. Well, he has to decide what pile, too. He has to make 2 piles out of them. I
think he is...
Oh, no, they choose 2 of the cards.
The opponent chooses, Yeah,
and then
so I see Past in Flames, I see Remand, Grape Shot, and Manamorphose. So she says you can have...
Well, no, he gets to choose what to keep. It's which ones do you want.
She picks one.
She separates some of the piles, and then he chooses which one to keep and one to go in hand.
The chosen pile goes into the graveyard, so she chooses which one goes to the graveyard. So he took the one with the Manamorphose and the Remand.
All right. Interesting choice on that. I don't know why she wouldn't want Manamorphose. Like, in a Storm, I guess, what she had put down.
Well, Grape Shot's the win condition, and she can just nuke it with the Relic of Progenitus. Right. Or at least it's one of the win conditions.
Yeah, I know. It's not Feast or Famine. I was thinking it was Feast or Famine. My bad, guys.
No, Fact or Fiction.
Fact or Fiction, sorry. Feast or Famine, Fact or Fiction.
The only FOF that people actually care about. There's Pyretic Ritual. So that's adding some mana.
Should she have exiled something out of his graveyard to give him 1 less, or...
All right, so he's getting some mana. He's got 3 red floating. The Storm counts at 2 now. He'll spend some of that for another Pyretic Ritual. So that nets him 2 extra mana, so he's up to 5. Here comes the Past in Flames. So I think she's going to respond by exiling the graveyard, which he's going to let happen. She'll draw her card from the Relic. Now, was he expecting this? Yep, there's a Metamorphose, so he's going to filter that. And again, he's going to net 1 extra mana because of the 2 Electromancers, so he's got 2 blue and a red. Storm counts at 4. Did he get anything to help him out here? Can't see what he drew.
No. You're right, Professor. Sorry about that. I had it. The card I thought was doing something different. I don't think he has a play here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he does either. He is doing some math in his head again. So... and he's deep in the tank right now.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, at least he got rid of the relic, so if he has more stuff that he can cycle through and get to another Past in Flames, although I don't know if he has the mana, he wouldn't have the mana to really do that.
And she exiled this whole
He's
group.
got a Grape Shot, so he might hit her for a couple points here, because he's got Grape Shot, Remand, and Steam Vents.
Okay.
So really, Grape Shot's all he can do, and I don't think it's really worth it at this point.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Ben. Said should have Metamorphose with Passive Flame still on the stack. To cast it twice.
Yeah. So there is the Grape Shot. And then he's going to Remand it.
Interesting.
Oh, well, he still has the mana floating, so he can cast it again. And so maybe see if he wants to draw another Ritual. So he remanded his own spell. He's going to Sleight of Hand.
What's the storm count at? Like 6?
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm counts at 7. Nowhere near lethal, though.
Not even close.
Another red mana. There's a Pyretic Ritual.
Ooh.
Okay. He gets some more mana, and then he's going to fire off the Grape Shot again. So that's going to hit for like 9 or 10, and then 4 more right there. So her life total just dropped a whole bunch. So that puts her at, what, 5, I think?
It's 1. She's down to 1. We might have missed...
There were a lot of spells cast that turn. So let's see if she can come... She has to basically remove those 2 Pyromancers and hope he doesn't draw anything else next turn, or else she's dead. She has a power plant. So she'll have mana.
She might just sweep.
Well, she'd have to do Power Plant Ugin.
Yeah, that'd be about her best play at this point.
And I know she bottomed 1.
Yep, they're going to game 2.
Okay, yeah, she's scooping them up.
All right, so sideboard tech here. So Victoria, she's got... Let me see, where's the sideboard? Oh, wow, this is different. Pithing Needle, Liquid Metal Cooling, Ensnaring Bridge.
That's not going to go in for sure.
Nope. Graph maybe?
Grafdigger's Cage is a possibility.
Spatial Contortion. Emrakul, Nature's Claim, I would probably... I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I would probably say... I mean, let's bring up Pithing Needle.
Yeah. Yeah, with Pithing Needle, I mean, she gets to stop activated. Yeah, there's no real activated.
That wouldn't work.
No, it's pretty much...
I think it's really the Grafdigger's Cage, maybe the Spatial Distortion.
Yeah.
I have to see what that does, too.
Pretty sure he would. I don't think that... The judge is sitting right next to him, Darkomen. So, believe me, if he didn't shuffle it, they would have said something. We actually have a judge sitting right there with a whole laptop.
Yeah, there's a guy sitting right next to him, so I really wouldn't worry about that end of it.
Spatial Contortion, yeah.
Oh, no, that's not going to work either. He might maybe to kill off an Electromancer, but I'm not sure she's really going to be worried about that.
Well,
I mean, it's a big part to the combo.
She's got it. Oh, they've already sideboarded.
Well,
she's already.
She's
still
still
sideboarding. Okay.
I mean, he might bring in
Spell Pierce. No, not even them. This is an interesting matchup for both of them. They're not...
He could bring in Factor Fiction or empty the warrants.
Yeah. Yeah. Factor Fiction would be good.
I'd be real curious to see what they're
I mean, with her, Veil of Summer doesn't even really help.
Well, that gives her hexproof.
Yeah.
So that would go in.
Yeah.
Oh, hexproof from blue and black, so that would
Yeah.
work. Yeah. Just hexproof from blue and black, so that would not work against him because the only blue card, he's not playing like Brain Freeze or anything.
No. She might think he is. She may still put it in.
I don't know that they really play too much Brain Freeze in the Storm decks because there's the possibility that you run into an Eldrazi.
I mean, she's sideboarding in quite a bit. I think she's sideboarding in 6. Yeah, she's sideboarding in 6 cards.
Let's see what that would be here for. And he doesn't really have any permanents besides Baral and Goblin Electromancer, so definitely the Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah, she should bring in spot removal for the mana reducers. We're not. Yeah, we were thinking that too. Grafdigger, I mean, it's going to shut off Flash, right? Flashback.
Yeah, that'll shut off Flashback. Grafdigger's Cage is definitely going to be the card that comes in for her. I mean, that goes to show the power of Storm, is that, it didn't seem like he had a lot, but then all of a sudden he had everything.
He's still not tier... I mean, it's not top of the meta right now, though, is it? I mean, it's not being played that much. Is it because of the level of difficulty,
well, because
maybe?
Damping Sphere is a thing.
Yeah.
If she had Damping Sphere in her sideboard, that would be coming in right away. Because
I guess I'm wondering why she wouldn't. I mean, is Damping Sphere just going to stop Storm? I mean, it's
because every spell you cast costs 1 more for every spell. It's basically a reverse Storm. And you just the deck can't generate the kind of mana that it needs to keep up with that card. And if you have a way to generate multiple amounts of mana from lands, it turns it all into 1 colorless, which that doesn't really affect here, but... So I imagine Victoria's going to be on play for game 2. See if she can get a bit of a faster start and not have to mulligan down. If she multiplies...
Tron playing Dampening Sphere? Oof.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah.
That would shut off her own
strategy. Oh, Tron can't play Sphere, yeah. Yeah, it would be actually bad.
So she can't do it.
Yeah, it shuts off the Tron lands. Yeah. That would be bad day. Yes, thank you guys.
I forgot.
He should be playing Dampening Sphere.
True.
Does he have one in his sideboard?
No. All right, so we're going to see their opening 7s here.
Yeah, he can. I know. That was a joke.
Let me see. Paralytic Ritual, Sleight of Hand in Randall's hand. Looks like Victoria's mulling again. So both games now she's had a mulligan or opening hands.
I know, guys. That was me trying to be funny. I apologize. They're like, wait, Storm can't play it? I know Storm can't play it. That would be bad.
That would be very, very bad. Like, I'm just going to concede this game, basically, just automatically.
All right, so...
Randall kept his hand.
She's going down, yeah.
Victoria's mulliganing down to 6 right now.
Looking at the matchup, I would have said Tron is favored over Storm, but I got to be honest with you, I think she's got more of an uphill climb.
Well, I mean, Tron can be very explosive as well. So I think that time she was a little bit too slow. And like I said, Randall, he tried to go off at first a little bit just to maybe get a couple of cards to filter, and she mulliganed down to 5 again.
Oh
boy! But
she's laughing about it. That's good.
He was able to find what he needed pretty much off the top.
Yeah. Yavin says this is a horrible matchup for Tron.
Storm is definitely a faster deck for that in that regard. They can just go off. I mean, we saw he was probably fairly close to doing it on turn 2 or 3. Or turn 3 is when he first started to do it. And then the next turn, he won the game. So she's mulliganed twice this game as well as the last game. So she really needs to sculpt a really good hand here.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I see a couple of Urza lands.
Yeah.
And number 7.
It's still. I was looking at it, going, "Why is she drawing again? She already has her 6." Oh wait.
Different mulligan rules.
Yes.
Looks like she's going to keep this 5.
Yeah. I don't think she can go down to 4.
No, yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, so she's going to keep this 5, and hopefully it works out for her. And we're going to go, all right, Relic on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's about as well as you could hope. Randall's leading off with an island here. Probably going to sleight of hand. Try to filter his hand a little bit. Yep, that's what we got.
So. I didn't get to see much of his hand, but I mean, I saw the Pyric.
Yeah, he had a Pyretic Ritual, the Sleight of Hand. I really couldn't see much else. I think he had at least 1 or 2 more lands in there.
Yeah, Polar Beach. I don't disagree that it can be good to go multi-5 with Otron, but I don't know. For some reason, in this matchup, it still kind of feels like it hurts.
So she's going to eat the Sleight of Hand.
Yeah. Nom, nom, nom.
Because why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what she has to be able to do, is just make sure she keeps his graveyard as empty as possible, because that's a...
2 towers.
Yeah.
Ooh, she wanted another one, I'm sure.
Well, she probably wanted like a
mine or a power plant would be good here.
Or even a green source for Ancient Stirrings. Let's try to find another one of those pieces. You Shivan Reef into Electromancer. And that is going to meet a...
Horrible, horrible end.
Yeah, that's going to die. Where is that card?
Oh, and she's now getting it out of his graveyard.
Yeah. That was a Spatial Distortion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anachromatic Sphere.
Oof.
So she's definitely keeping him in check here, because you saw on turn 3 in the last game he had already started to cast a bunch of spells.
Yep.
It's a much slower start for him here. Okay, she's going to filter the Chromatic Sphere for some mana.
Yep.
Draw a
And
card.
draw a card.
And there is a mine. Is she going to follow it up with a spell, or is that just basically... Yep, that's all she did. Just she wanted to draw the card.
On her end step, he's going to get some mana and do some funness.
Pyretic Ritual into...
Oh, Manamorphose I just saw.
Into Gifts Ungiven.
Oof.
So he's going to go searching. I think he might try to go off next turn. And there's not really anything she's going to be able to do about it with 2 colorless mana.
Nope.
So Victoria is at Randall's mercy right now. See what kind of goodies he decides to find with Gifts Ungiven. It'll probably be a similar package to what he got the first game, maybe minus the Remand.
So, did we see what he's pulled, or?
Not yet. He's basically put them face down as soon as he's pulled them out of the deck. We'll see them once he flips them.
Oh, there's 4. All right.
All right, so your menu options today. For your viewing pleasure. We have a...
Okay. Oh, wow.
What do we got here? Pyretic Ritual, Desperate Ritual. Yeah, it's a couple of rituals. Looks like a repeal. I can't tell what that last card is.
So she's putting, yep.
She's
Put
rituals in the
rituals,
graveyard.
yep.
You can have the repeal. So now draw for his turn.
Grave rights.
Oh,
no.
grave rights. Okay.
Oh no, I don't think it's grave rights. I thought somebody said it in here. I don't know.
That's shenanigans.
Yes.
Okay, with shenanigans. Blow up the relic. In response, you'll nuke the graveyard. Draw a card. He'll play the fiery islet or islet.
Islet.
Islet. All right.
So he's still got a Manamorphose sitting in hand.
He's got a repeal.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh. I know, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, he's gonna opt.
I love that opt.
Yeah, original invasion. Okay, so he's scryed to the bottom.
What do you get?
Can't really tell what he drew.
No.
So now it's back over to his turn. He's got a full grip, so. Leading things off with Serum Visions. Okay. Storm count is at 1.
You might try to go off here.
I'm thinking that's what he's going to do. Still got 4 mana available. I'm sure that he would really want to have that Electromancer right back at this point. But
Yeah.
I think he probably. I think I see. Nope, not yet. He's not ready yet. Oh, so I think that card is Oblivion Stone that she has in her.
Yeah,
set.
that's what she has.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that art before. There's another Chromatic Star. She's going to crack that. And there's a Chromatic Sphere. Which she will crack. So she's filtering, she's digging.
Yeah.
And there's another sphere.
So, yeah, she's doing okay for herself. He's about 1 or 2 turns, though, I think, from...
I mean, if he has the cards, he can pretty much go off whenever he
It just feels rough. Like, they're saying it even in the chat. It feels rough for Tron at the moment.
Yeah, she's basically hoping that he keeps whiffing.
Yeah. Because he'd go in for the kill if he had it. She knows that. I guess these two have played each other a lot. They play here quite a bit, so... It helps to know the play style, too.
So here we go.
Oh, he has gifts right now.
Yeah, he's got Gifts Ungiven in his hand. Steam Bent. Yes, no? Okay, never mind. Does he have a better land to play?
I don't see any lands to play. He might be waiting to see if he draws something better. Nope.
I mean, if it comes in untapped, you know he's going to go off.
Yeah.
Yep, so he's still not quite where he wants to be. He probably thinks he needs a little more mana. So she's going to crack her sphere at the end of his turn. Untap, and she's still looking for answers here.
She's got a fistful of cards.
Yeah, still missing Natural Tron, though.
Yeah.
And there's an Expedition map, so she can go find it. She's going digging. And there is the power plant. So she now has Tron. So she's got a lot more mana available to her, so she can probably start casting some impactful spells here. Maybe not this turn. If she survives to untap with that, then maybe. She's got 5 mana available.
Yep. The guys in the chat are saying that they're probably going to end step gifts here on this turn.
Yeah, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Gifts ungiven. Maybe that's what he was waiting for.
Yeah.
The end step gifts and then start firing off next turn, because now he can really start assembling pieces.
Right.
I saw a ritual go in there.
Pirate. Yeah.
All right, so we have a Brawl. Put that one back. I know I saw a Brawl. I'm pretty sure I saw a Heretic Ritual. It might be a Past in Flames. Let's see what he got. Brawl, Ritual, and Electromancer.
Ooh.
So
He needs the Electromancer. I mean,
well, I mean,
either one of them's good.
yeah. Well, he's going to get a ritual at the very least. He's going to
Yep.
get 1 or 2 rituals or 1 or 2 spell cost reducers, and that's the choice. So yeah, he said you get creatures, put those spells in the yard, make you have to use Past in Flames or spend your mana to cast the creatures. Well, especially since she's got the Oblivion Stone, so
Yeah.
she'd much rather him have the creatures, and then she can crack the stone. So he's leading off with Baral. And I think this is where he's going to start going. So storm counts at 1. Going to 2 with the Metamorphose. What kind of mana he's going to get here? He's going to get a red and a blue. He's got so much mana right now.
Yeah. But he's worried about that. I think he's probably a little worried about the O-Stone.
Well, he's going to cast a Desperate Ritual.
Ooh.
And so she's blowing up the O-Stone.
No, she's going to take out Brawl, or?
Yeah, she has to do that, so he's going to respond. Storm count's already at 3.
Thank you, Join. Or Johnny.
And is he going to let Brawl die first? I don't see why he would. Okay, so yep. Brawl dies, okay. He let Brawl die. Storm count's still at 3. He's still got 4 red mana. Or 3 red mana, I'm sorry. Here comes the Goblin. Okay, floating 2 red. Storm count's at 4.
Another red.
He played a mountain, yep, so he's got more mana. That's going to probably turn into another ritual. Oh, that's Past in Flames. All right, so here comes a lot more spells. Yep, storm count is at 5. They were checking their dice. And here we go. Yeah, he's going off.
Yeah.
I think this one might be over. There's ritual for 6. Bunch of mana. This is the hardest part of the Storm deck is, remembering how many spells you cast, how much mana is floating, what colors they are. Having those, especially the color-coded dice, that really helps.
It does.
I imagine he's going to start just ritualing like crazy here. Metamorphose is going to be next.
Yep. So they're going off at this point.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not he finds his kill card. He's got 2 blue, 2 red. Still have an untapped Shivan Reef. Still have several rituals in the graveyard, along with some card selection. Could probably cast another Gifts Ungiven if he wanted to. If it's Grape Shot he's going for, he does have to get the storm count to 19 or 20?
Yeah.
So
Victoria, how are you enjoying playing Magic today? I'm just going to sit here and let you play the game, and I'm going to go over here now.
Ritual. He's building up bunches of mana. Storm counts at 8 or 9 at this point. So he's halfway there. Spend some of that for... sleight of hand.
Yep.
Storm counts at 10. You liked that card? It was a blue card. Gifts ungiven. Oh boy. So yeah, he's assembling the rest of the pieces here. So I think this one's over, except for the hope that Victoria would have that maybe he screws up somewhere. That's the only way I think that he loses this game at this point.
And Metamorphose.
Metamorphose to get some more blue mana later. There's a Grape Shot. There's a Pyretic Ritual.
Does he already have a Grape Shot in hand?
I don't know that he does. And
So-
Desperate Ritual.
I don't think there's any way she lets Grape Shot go into his hand.
Storm counts at 11.
Okay, so she's choosing now. I don't think she can let Grape Shot go to her hand. Like, that's...
Well, it has to go. Well, I mean, he still has Passing Flames in the graveyard. So
Oh.
even if she doesn't pick that, it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. It's over.
There, handshake.